Come on, stay on. Welcome back to another GeekaWhat video, and today I'm going to be discussing my Broadwell-E Wishlist stuff things. So I recently did a video called My Polaris Wishlist, which you can view there now, and you can also view the playlist in 3, 2, there now as well for all of these videos for my wishlist for or what I want from. So this is my Broadwell-E video, and this is what I want from Broadwell-E. Now before this video really gets kicks into it, make sure to drop a like rating and subscribe. But I want to announce my Broadwell-E build guide, which will be coming after the release of Broadwell-E. I don't know when that is, I can't really disclose when that is because I don't know when that is, but when it is coming out, I'll be doing a Broadwell-E X99 build guide, providing it uses the X99 chipset, which it is expected to do. So keep your eyes out for that, that is coming. But this is what I want from Broadwell-E. Now, in Haswell-E, which is the current X99 series of CPUs, when the 5820K came out, it was a game changer. The 5820K still excels the 6700K, not in single-threaded applications, but instead in multi-threaded tasks such as editing and rendering, which is really what that high-end chipset is for. What I'd really like out of those Broadwell-E chips is a nice low-end chip. I don't mind if it's got a nerfed amount of PCIe lanes, i.e. 28 PCIe lanes, but as long as at least 3 out of the 4 chips have got those 40 PCIe lanes, I'll be satisfied. Now, one thing I wasn't so keen on with Haswell-E was the minor performance improvement and quite the steep price tag between the 5820K and the 5930K. Now, the only notable difference between the two was the PCIe lanes. The 5820K had 28 PCIe lanes, meaning you could only run one X16 full bandwidth graphics card, which was fine at the time. That is still fine now. No graphics cards really utilise that full 16x of bandwidth. However, it is nice to have 2 graphics cards on an X99 chipset at the full bandwidth. So what I would really like to see, rather than having a 5820K and a 5930K, where the price difference was quite big, the only difference really between the two is the PCIe lanes, which I thought was kind of ridiculous. If you're going to nerf the PCIe lanes on the lower end chip and give more to the higher end one, at least make the higher end one perform 10 or 15% better. Don't just go, here's one chip, here's the other. We'll have a little bit more performance and a load more PCIe lanes to make people buy it that want multi-GPU setups. For me, that isn't great, because if you buy an X99, the chances are you've got 2 graphics cards, a sound card, or like a capture card or something of the type. So having at least sort of like 32 as opposed to 28 would have been nice, because that allows for 2 graphics cards at X8, and it also allows for 16 left over if you wanted to put a full speed graphics card in or a capture card or what have you. So I'd really like to see out of Broadwell-E them not just nerfing the PCIe lanes, nerf the PCIe lanes, but also make sure that the performance on the higher end chip with more PCIe lanes is significantly higher. Then I'm going to want to buy it, sort of thing. That's what I was kind of aiming for there. I'd also like to, we're going to expect the quad channel memory, that's going to stay. We're going to expect Intel QuickSync for streaming, that's going to stay. I'd also like to see some slightly better validation with applications such as Premiere Pro and After Effects, but that's more of an Adobe side thing as opposed to Intel. Thought I'd just mention it though, because it is appropriate, and I'd like to see the great value replicated from the 5820K in Intel's lowest end X99 chip, because the value in the 5820K was insane. I would love to see Intel appealing to that lower end clientele, that lower end market that still need the enthusiast stuff, that still can save up and afford the enthusiast stuff, but just can't go all the way up to the 5960X. I'd also like to see the same socket with the same retention arms and all that good stuff, because that was just great. Backwards compatibility would be lovely as well for use in the older X99 motherboards. That would be really nice, perhaps just with a BIOS update. And that's pretty much it. I know this video has been on the shorter side, but I'd love to see Intel do some great stuff with X99, perhaps a couple more Xeons as well. So that's basically it. I'd love to see dual CPU support. That would be insane, but I think they're probably going to restrict that more so to the Xeons than anything else. So that basically wraps up for this video. If you did enjoy it, drop a like rating. Sorry it's a little bit shorter. Look forward to the Broadwell-E build guide. Make sure to check out my other videos in the card section up there and over on the channel below. Drop a like rating. Follow my Twitter at GeekaWhat, and we'll see you as always in the next GeekaWhat video.